We begin with a series of rock falls, which we took by hand because the pan tilt zoom just couldn't keep up with all the different ways it was bouncing and moving around. But we did a decent job handhold. I guess that's what we're going to always have to use. And this is the first one, just bouncing around like crazy. Um, Boom, like that. That was one I did, and the next one that we're going to see Shirley did. It's kind of hard to make up your mind which rock to follow. This was kind of a flat rock. She picked a good one and did a good job of tracking it down, exploding, breaking apart, little pieces falling off everywhere. Lots of drama for the viewer. Um, it's hard to get much closer because then it's just going to wobble. But she also had this whole series here taken from a greater distance on the lens, of course, but they're all exploding and sparkling and providing a dramatic view this evening for us. We were at the Mayon Lodging House right on the National Highway and doing our best to take pictures. That was a nice explosion. Shirley did this one also. This is a rock wall that collapsed. See, that whole wall just kind of collapsed down and rocks went shooting everywhere. And this was happening all night long, these little walls that were representing where there was kind of a blockade or a dam, and enough material gets on them and a big chunk falls off, and we were able to capture this one very well. She captured this one very well. And here we see some more exploding molten rocks. I imagine the fact that they're molten makes them a lot more brittle than if they were just a normal rock fall. But there they go, smashing down the mountain. It'd be interesting if we could see them all lit up like that and still see the mountain. But during the day, you just can't see it. It's just not there. It's not bright enough. Those little, not little, but those red rocks are not bright enough to see them very well during the day, except at twilight and at sunrise. That's always a good time to do that. Here we can see a goldfinch or something flying. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's switch over now and see an eruption. This is a sunset eruption. Yeah, that was a sunset eruption. Beautiful golden colors. It's a real contrast from the deep blue sky that you see in the background. And it continued for quite a while now. There are two major events. The first eruption you saw came from the eastern vent, or on the right side, and now this eruption is on the western vent, or the left side. And every now and then it looks like, if you see that little white on the bottom there, it looks like there's a poof, poof, poof coming out, like a little crack, or a third vent that's not quite developed yet, but the two main vents typically take turns, like they did here. Sometimes when they both go off at the same time, it's really spectacular, but right now that's the western vent. And,
I got it.
you can see that we were having a good time when this was going on. At maximum digital zoom, the resolution goes down. It has a 125x optical zoom and up to 4 times that for digital zoom. And this is probably a good example right here, showing you the degradation of the quality. But look how close it is, and it's worth it. It's worth doing it. I particularly like maximum zoom at the summit, at the crater itself. see all these individual rocks, and you can see the plumes coming up that are just invisible if you're not right there. And it really makes you feel like you're really close and participating in this observation in a way that very few people get to see. So I just love the camera, and I love the images that it gives us. Here you can see a rock fall way far away in the center of all that debris that has come off of the mountain. And we're zooming in a little bit here, but it's so beautiful. This is early morning, and we're still at the Mayon Lodging House in next to Cagsawa ruins. As you can see, they go tumbling down till they hit something bigger, and then they just all of a sudden stop. Yeah, it's not a waterfall. Wow, look at that. Just a ridge. Just a ridge on the Legazpi gully. Wow. Oh, we got another eruption going on up here, don't we? There's a nice eruption at 6:10 a.m. It's really active, huh? In the distance, doesn't look like much, but that's a big mountain. The mountain's mostly covered, but down here, if you can see through this grill, there's a fire right there. You see that? And that's a volcano fire right near us. So this is it. This is the Santo Domingo gully that we can't really see over in Legazpi. The walls are so high here that they hide. What I'm looking at now is the backside, more over by Malilipat. I didn't know they were getting it too the way we were, but there's an active something going on right there. Okay, it's in focus now. They've had substantial, this looks like they've had a lot over here. I didn't realize that. I thought all the material was coming down on top of us. But look at this. Well, that's it for the videos. But here are some still pictures. The rugged cliffs. Imagine stepping off of the cliff by accident here with all the bush around it. That's kind of forbidding, huh? Foreboding, I mean. And here you can see burned grass that's growing back, brush that survived a lot of fires. Very beautiful, but those are survivors. This is a little lean-to, kind of a shed or something that I saw way up, higher than the ranger station. And two flags in the bottom left corner. What do you see? I see a green flag and a red flag. Must be the golf course? No. And here, way on the horizon, near Santo Domingo, I see something sticking up. So I started zooming in and zooming in, and I'll be darned, there's a tree. There's a real survivor for you. That's over on the Santo Domingo gully. And it doesn't even look that beat up. Seems to have survived pretty well, which is kind of amazing to me. And here we have kind of a phenomenon. I saw smoke come up, then it died, then it came up, then it died. And so I tried to zoom in on it. It's very, lots of palm trees around here, but there's a structure there. If you see that kind of a yellowish gold thing, that's a bamboo shed of some kind. And in front of it, behind the palm tree, there is a tin shed or another structure on the right of the palm tree, too. It looks like there's at least three buildings there. And the fact that the smoke is getting dense and then going down and getting dense, and there's no fire, you can't see fire. It seems to be a controlled burn. Maybe somebody's cooking a meal there or something, but that's way, way, way into a dangerous part of the volcano. And I kind of outlined what I see as the structure there, the tin shed or whatever it is. But with those strombolis, they're throwing rocks down there. Anyway, let's end it. I had a good time. Shirley had a good time. This is one of the gullies. It looks like it's very fluid. And here's another gully that looks a lot more rugged and very beautiful. But we had a great time. Mayon Volcano, April the 8th.